Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. The format slash layout or whatever you want to call it of this video is going to be slightly different because I made a boo-boo basically. I'm going to own up to it. I don't know how I managed it. Well, I was just too busy chatting and not paying enough attention to actually filming the video, and this is where the problem with filming clients' nails comes in. It's because obviously we can actually talk to each other. It's not just me talking to you, so I always forget about the filming part. I filmed all of the builder gel application, like all of the prep, all of the application, and then did not film one bit of the design. So it was literally just, it went from application to the end result, which obviously is not good enough. So I did film doing the design, but on a practice tip, like on the display tips I usually do my videos with. And I've inserted that into this video, so you can still see me do the design. It's just not on these actual nails, if that makes any sense. I had to just basically record it after and add it in, which was definitely an inconvenience, but I deserved it. It was my own fault. So here we are. I'm going to blame baby brain, even though it's nothing to do with that. My brain has always been the same. But anyway, so I'm just using my 5-in-1 bit from Willow Academy here to reduce the length of these nails, take down a bit of the bulk, and also take off the previous design. So this client is always on my channel. Every set I think I've ever done for her has been on my channel for God knows how long now. So a lot of my Watch Me works are these nails. So this set that I'm just taking off is already on my channel as a design, so you can definitely check that if you want to, from about a month ago ish. And yes, I'm just removing them all. We're sticking with the same shape, but I'm just reducing the length. This client is very easygoing and basically just says do what you want, and that means like length, shape, everything. So when I said do you want a bit of length off, she was like, I don't know, it's up to you. So I just took a little bit off, basically. Just I don't think I took as much off as had grown out, so I don't think they were quite back to the length that they were. They were probably a little bit longer, but definitely need to take some off because obviously they are natural nails. She does beauty therapy, eyelashes, all that sort of stuff for a job, and yeah, nails are not always helpful with things like that, especially with like tinting brows and stuff, which is hence the reason she's got tint all over her nails every time she comes back for infills. So anyway, I'm just going to let you watch this, and then I'll also let you watch the application of the builder and everything else. I will pop in every now and then to explain what bits I'm using and things like that. But other than that, I'm just going to let you watch because I use all the same products in every single video. I just feel like a broken record, but I don't want to assume obviously that everybody watches all of my videos. So I do have to just keep popping in every now and then just to let you know what I'm using. I'm just debulking a little bit here as well, because obviously as they grow out, as you can see, there's quite a lot of growth. This client's nails grow really, really quick. She has her nails done every 4 weeks-ish. Sometimes it's a smidge less, sometimes it's a smidge more. Just obviously depends what day of the week she books in for, but it is definitely more or less 4 weeks. They just grow super, super quick. So there's always quite a lot of growth. But yeah, I'm going to let you watch this, and I'll pop in when and as and when I need to. I'm just going in with my Anastasia bit from Willow Academy now, just to go around the cuticle area and side walls to make sure there's no dead or loose skin in the way of the nail. And then after this I will nip that off, but I do that off camera just because it's easier. Well, my actual order that I do this in is I'll do this with this bit, I will go in with my sanding band, and then I will nip. It's just the way that I do it. Obviously it's completely up to you. I just don't like to, not that I ever obviously plan on cutting my client anyway, and it's very rare that I do, but I kind of like that excess cuticle skin to still be there when I'm doing the sanding band part, just because I feel like it's a bit of extra protection of the cuticle area. I don't want to nip off that skin and then it just be a little bit more prone to being caught with the e-foil. I don't know whether it makes any sense really, but I've always done it this way and it's just habit now, so it's just the order that I do things in. You can obviously do whatever you like. This is how it works best for me. And then once I've done this, I will then nip the cuticles off camera just because it's easier and I want to be able to focus properly on that. Obviously I don't want to nick my client, if at all, where possible. and then I will shape the nails with a hand file. I don't think I showed that on camera. I don't usually. Maybe this day I did, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. And then we can go in with Builder Gel application. Okay, so obviously turns out I did use my hand file on camera, so well done to me for that, but still doesn't make up for missing out the entire part of the design. And then I'm just going in with this is, oh gosh, I can't get my words out. It's like my brain forgot how to pronounce an S then. It was very confusing for me. This is Divine from Nail Order's AnGel Builder Collection. That is the only builder gel that I use now. So every video that you see that I'm doing a builder gel infill or new set or anything with builder gel, it's always going to be this one, unless it's not on a client. And then sometimes I use the Gelbox UK one, like for bases of designs when I'm doing display tips and stuff. But this is one I use on clients. So I'm just applying it in like a really thin layer, just like you would a base coat. I've cured that and then done the other hand, obviously, while this one's with the lamp and stuff. And then I'm going to do my slip layer, which is basically the thin base coat layer again, but I'm not going to cure it, because then as you can see here, I make sure there's quite not a lot on my brush, but like a decent sized bead on my brush. I will then apply that to the cuticle area, because that is the area that has no product and needs the most. And then I will use my detailer brush, my striper brush, to maneuver that gel exactly where I want it, get it as close as I can to the cuticle and sidewall area without flooding, and then just maneuver that around to make sure it's all nice and even everywhere. And then once I've done this, like I said, showed you absolutely nothing, so I will go into the voiceover of, well, obviously voiceover all at the same time, but it'll be like a different video sort of thing, because it won't be this client in the next part. It will be a completely different video basically, but in the same one, because like I said, I messed up big time. Didn't actually realise that I hadn't included any of the design until I was done, so that was great. So what was I going to say? Yeah, with the design, I didn't actually do the design on the display tips like of every nail. I just did one nail because I found like it was the most important nail of all of them, and the other ones were super easy, so there wasn't really much point me doing that on camera separately, just because I didn't really choke then. I didn't feel that required a tutorial, so I literally just did the one nail that was like the centre of attention of this design. We did 2 nails of that on the actual nails as well. So yeah, I'm just going to let you finish watching this builder gel application. I usually do pinky to index finger, pop them in the lamp, do the opposite hand pinky to index finger, pop them in the lamp when the other one comes out, and then do the thumbs individually and cure them separately, just to make sure they're fully cured and they're not on the side when they're in the lamp. I like to have them in the lamp by themselves. So my client has their fingers underneath the lamp and their thumb inside. So these are the products that I'm using. As you can just see, that was a Moira stamping plate called Lace Love. This is a Moyu white stamping polish. I'm just applying that to my plate, scraping off, that's the word I'm looking for, scraping off at a 45-degree angle, and then popping that straight onto the nail, just figuring out where I want it. I used a little bit of acetone on my brush here, as you can see, and then I'm going to go ahead and put some flowers on and top coat, and that is it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.